Hello and welcome to episode 21 of our Grind for Greatness challenge. My name is Nick and I will be your guide for this episode. Kicking off 1984. A quick recap for those who are first seeing this series. This series started in 1980 on the 1st of January, where effectively the entire world had none to very little popularity. And from there, we've had to build up all the wrestlers and our own company from scratch. We are the biggest company in the world already. We have been able to utilize people like Roddy Piper, who's a movie star, in order to help grow popularity. But also a lot of it was homegrown and worked on. And we have been making it step by step, I think. 400k in the bank is crazy numbers. Currently, Battle League, Final Impact are all tournaments that happen around this time in the year. Final Impact is going to be a tag competition this year, unlike the singles competition that Santanico won last year. Of our champions, we have the Great Lakes Championship, which Rick Rude was meant to win, but I've got to set the title to it. So that will be being fixed on the first show of this episode, hopefully. We have the Tag Team World Championships, held by Aeroflash and the Firefly. But as I said, those will be part of the Final Impact Tag Tournament that I will announce later in this episode. And then we have our World Champion, the man who defended his title at Crowning Glory, our version of WrestleMania, and has now made it 148 days as the World Champion. And I'm sure he's going to have more and more people racking up against him. Also, to all the companies that I bought in all their titles. These ones I don't really actually care that much about or book particularly seriously. But Kurt Hennig and the Firefly are champions because good, and I need the Firefly to get more popularity, as you'll see in just a sec. But we do have New Year's Ascension in 6 days. Although, another element of this challenge is the achievements. We don't win this game by becoming the biggest company in the world. We don't win this game by making it to a certain point. We win this game by ticking off challenges. And being the 1st of January, and this weird new Total Extreme Wrestling magazine thing, I have never seen this before, by the way, is going to tell us a lot of challenges we get to tick off. I quickly go over to the Google Doc. Firstly, when I come back here, we'll be able to tick off that we have completed our 4th year in the game. Hopefully, we can win Company of the Year finally, because I think that is a big one that I feel like we have been deserving to win for a while now. Hopefully, we can win Most Improved Company again. We did it once. I'm sure we can do it again. We had an amazing year. Card of the Year, same thing again. Match of the Year, same thing again. We had the best year in company history. We had the biggest company in the world. Surely, we can tick all of those off. Wrestler of the Year. Again, I could never tell if it is one of the wrestlers we have got signed wins it, or it is our player character, because it's classed under a different category, but I believe it is our player character. And we might win Tag Team of the Year as part of the Watchers. Unlikely to win it as Wrestler of the Year. We're not that good yet. But another one we get to tick off is 12 months without dipping into the red, as was last January when we first made it back into the green. And we have, finally turned that ship around as well. Nothing. Oh, we do have Most Popular and Power 500 as potential things we can tick off. One of the ones that saved us last year with that 30k gift. We'll have to see how we tick those two off as well. So let's get back to the game and let's run through and see which ones get us there. Male Wrestler of the Year, already you would have seen, is Bret the Hitman Hart, the best man in the ring. The embodiment of excellence himself, lost in the Crowning Glory main event, but still had a long, solid title run. I think 241 days as world champion last year. And I'm sure he's gunning to get back towards that title. Female Wrestler of the Year, Sirenita. Interesting. She is a new one to have won it. Oh no, she won it last year apparently. Interesting. I forgot her from last year. Is she any good? She's the best female wrestler in the game so far. Does not mean good. Top 231 in the world is a damning statement on all the other wrestlers in this world. Because she's not that good. Company of the Year is a big one. And we have won it finally. This has been our bogey award, I swear. It's been so hard for us to win Company of the Year. But we have done it finally. If I go to annual awards, you can see... Oh, this is our own... No, it's not. If I go to Company of the Year, we have had Kanto Pro Wrestling beat us for a while, but they went bankrupt. And we had the Kanto Wrestling Federation, and they also went bankrupt, so it is no competition anymore. Firefly Wrestling is going to win it every year from this point onwards. Surely. The year that we should be able to reach medium size, surely we can win Company of the Year going forward. Male Tag Team of the Year. Is it the Watchers? It's not. But it is Ready to Die, the tag team that we broke up towards the end of the year. They only had like 7 months together, actually, before they went into a really brutal blood feud, ending in a lovely like death match at Crowning Glory. Atsushi Onita and Terry Funk are the Tag Team of the Year. That's amazing. Happy to see that. They're very good together and were great tag team champions for us. Match of the Year. Do we win it? And we do! Roddy Piper defeating Bret Hart in the main event of Summer Stakes. Precursor to the match at Crowning Glory, the one where Roddy Piper won the World Championship. I don't know if this one debuted Jesse Ventura. I think Jesse Ventura debuted a month later. But very good match. And then Show of the Year. Crowning Glory. Okay, so 2 different shows that were both our 2 best shows of the year have netted us towards so many achievements we're going to take off today. This is going to be a very long intro again, like it is every year we do this, because we have so many things to tick off. Male Young Wrestler of the Year is El Hijo del Santo. Again, great rising star. On my shortlist, I do want to sign him eventually. Hopefully one day this one's available in America, because he just looks good. And he's putting on great performances. He could be a big, big name in America. Female Young Wrestler of the Year is Rosie Monroe. First time she's won it. Is she going to be any good? Another Mexican wrestler? She's not, because none of the female wrestlers are competent yet. Downside to being in 1984, I can't book a women's division yet. One day we'll have AJ Lee and Paige. And Natalia. As far as another good woman who were actually good in the ring back then, but I don't remember everyone's names. Male Veteran of the Year. That's one of ours as well. That's Jack Armstrong, the 43-year-old. Very good year for us. He's actually currently the WWF Intercontinental Champion. Surely backed on by a lot of popularity. We have netted him. Very good. He's going to be a very strong wrestler. And I've got some big plans for him in the coming year after just renewing his contract between the last 2 episodes. Female Veteran Wrestler of the Year is Fabulous Moolah. Again. She's won it every year. There might not be any other female veteran wrestlers anyway. Most Improved. That goes to us as well. Let's go. We're doing well. We did buy 2 companies, so we probably stole this award. But that's fine. Firefly Wrestling is the most improved company of the year. Doing good things still. Male and Parent Wrestler. Okay, every other year, it's been the same as the Male Wrestler of the Year. Apparently this year instead, it's Roddy Piper. Sounds fair. Cool. 2 of our guys, the guys who have the best match of the year against each other, won both the Male Wrestler of the Year awards. Female and Parent Wrestler of the Year, same one. It's fine. Male Manager of the Year, Michael Hayes. Interesting. Wonder who he's managing. Looks WWF. He's going to be managing someone pretty big. He's good on the mic. He's not like crazy on the mic. Interesting. Female Manager of the Year, Wendy Richter, again. Male Play-by-Play, Jim Ross for the 4th time. Commentary, for the first time ever, it's Alfred Hay, someone we did consider signing at one point, and he's a 95. We have to sign him at some point. He's too good to not be signed. He's in our region. Why are we not signing him? Yeah, okay. Well, some of our commentators might be about to lose their job. Male Referee of the Year. Huh. Joe Hichuki. That's so mispronounced, totally. I haven't seen this guy before. Don't put him in the ring, he will die. But he does have 100 refereeing. That's amazing. Cool. No person we can steal. Who is this? Woman star. I thought this was going to be one of the made-up wrestlers. This is a real human being. They are a babyface referee with 62. So not amazing, but that is fine. That is all the awards given out this year. It's amazing. But we've got 2 more things to check. We can check through our own individual ones as well. Power 500. Where is the Firefly? Oh, Lord, they're nowhere near the top. Cool. Number 1, though, is Bret Hart with an average rating of 51. But that's also because a bunch of indie companies keep trying to ruin all his things he's doing with us. Because we're giving him crazy good matches and no one else is. That's fine. Taniru, the winner, the guy who's won it numerous times now, actually. Average 57, but didn't have the same peaks as Bret Hart. He's still doing very, very well. Randy Savage, surprisingly coming in 3rd. Better than I expected, but that's still very good from him. He's had a couple of matches recently that probably pulled him down as well. That's a big match. Cactus Jack, Randy Savage, Brooklyn Brawler. A lot of names I want to sign on that list. Santanico. He doesn't wrestle around as much, so it is more concentrated with all the stuff that we do with him. And he does a lot of very good things with us. Roddy Piper as well. Again, not a long list. Decent number of them are with us, at least towards the end of the year. And he's been very, very successful yet again. Ricky Choshu. This one I have not seen before. Well, I probably have, because he was on the list last year. But he's doing well. Is he available? No, he's not. So that's probably why I haven't really thought about it. Oh, he's the New Japan owner. Yeah, I remember this dude. It's fine. Terry Funk. Up from 18th the year prior, doing very well. Onita up from 12th. Kurt Hennig up from 14th. All of our guys are doing very, very well. Tutsuru has fallen fast. Also, a lot of companies he worked for went out of business. Probably didn't help. Anyone else that big names for us? Arn Anderson at 24 is great. And the Firefly is 29 in the Power 500. So not quite the top 10 I think we need to get with him to get our next award. But he's done well nonetheless. Average rating of 51 is very good. Highest of 66. He's doing well. Aeroflash average of 50. Doing well. We've got a lot of our wrestlers on this list who are in good positions doing good things. So we can appreciate all of that. No like big must-sign names on this list that like we don't have our eye on at the very least or are not wrestling in our region. But we will be looking at a few names if they do come up, because this is where we found some great names past, like Jack Armstrong, I believe we found from this list. Okay, then the last one to check out is our most popular. We want Firefly in the top 25. Oh, I just saw it. 25. Average popularity is 7. Same as Jim Brunzell, Brad Armstrong, Fujami. Just one above Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. The Firefly is top 25. That's another achievement for us to tick off. Number 2 is Roddy Piper. Number 3 is Jesse Ventura. Hulk Hogan is number 4. And I swear if we have him, he will refuse to lose to anyone, including Roddy Piper, because Hulk Hogan things. But that's always good to see. Randy Savage at 7. Stan Hansen at 8. And Bret Hart at 9. Very good from all of them. You have to be very high in multiple regions most of the time. Kurt Hennig's probably one of the lowest guys in multiple regions, and he is still very popular across the world. To get someone who's been doing very good work in numerous promotions right now as well, which is definitely helping his popularity. But let's quickly go tick everything off, so I can finally get through this intro, hopefully before 20 minutes into it. Oh lord. I take far too long yapping. So, first, tick off. We have completed year number 4. And that has allowed us to unlock tiny arenas that we can open. I have never known this to be a worthwhile endeavor. So feel free to someone in the comments tell me if I'm wrong about this, but like, it can't be that good. I feel like this is the most important one, unlocking child promotions. It's going to happen hopefully in the next couple of years. Unlocking alliances will also be very helpful as well, I think, being able to set up our own alliance of companies we like, and then we can keep them afloat and just send our guys to them. I'm not trying to buy them out all the time. But like, every place we go to is more than 5k right now, so it doesn't feel like it's the most important thing in the world right now. But that's fine. Maybe when we start doing TV tapings, we're not getting as many people. That's when it'll come in. Maybe we can also sell it off at some point to get more money. But let's see what we get as an achievement. If we go to our random achievement generator, 58. There we go. Usually 58 does mean that it is a benefit. It is. We get +1 to a single fundamental skill. Yay! So yeah, I'm sure like one day the person who like made this mod will show up and go like, yeah, by the way, it's +1 to all your fundamental skills. But until they do, I'm ruling as +1 because I'm a masochist who does not like succeeding at this point. But that's fine. That is a good one to have ticked off. Then we can tick off the all the big ones. Win Company of the Year annual award. That gets us 231 and 380. If I can find 380. 231 and 380 as our two awards for it. 380. Create a family member age 17. Can be a sibling, cousin, or son slash daughter. What? Okay. What does that mean? Does that mean I create a wrestling family member? I reckon that probably means I create a new one, a new person on the skill point calculator. That is a sibling of mine. I assume that has to be like how that works. That's really weird. That's really weird. How does that work? Okay. Interesting. Okay, we may have to look. We may have to work through that one because that's. If I find the thing I meant to go. There we go. I found it. That could be big, especially storyline wise. Okay, that's already threw me through a loop. Most improved company. We can tick that off as well. 45. Okay, I like these low numbers because they get me bonuses and make my character better. +5 to my performance skills. Okay, that's good. We take that one. Win Card of the Year again. Let's see, what do we get? 29. All the low ones coming out finally. We've had so many like middle high ones recently. 29 and 329. Okay. 29, 329. Level up an event 10%. 10% is so much. 10% is so much. Okay. That's big as well. That, I mean, like, the correct answer to this is we do it to Crowning Glory. So Crowning Glory can get to Legendary as fast as possible. That's massive. Okay. And +1 mental skills is always good as well. Make us slightly better. Match of the Year, we can also now tick off 332 and 158. If I can find 158. Okay, 332. Oof. So remember when I said about 10% being massive? 20%. I think currently Crowning Glory is sitting at about 50-something%. That's what it took to get to above average. Also, he's helped like spiral into other awards. If I can find the achievement, it says there are 3 more ticks. Like 30% will take us up to historic event already and get us 1 more achievements. I don't know why that's great. It's a ×2. It should net us these ones as well, actually. But that's fine. That's a lot. That is truly a lot. Maybe we put the 10% into like probably Summer Stakes. So Summer Stakes has got a bit of a history at this point of putting on banger matches that no one thought were going to be complete banger matches. So maybe we upgrade Summer Stakes as well, because that's probably been our best card, if Crowning Glory isn't. Maybe Summer Stakes is very similar to SummerSlam right now, which is kind of funny with the names. That's big. Okay, rest of the year we didn't win. Tag Team of the Year we didn't win. Done. We go up through here. 12 months without dipping into the red. Nets us 111. We've already got 111, actually. So that would get us 366. I find that. 366. What does 366 get us? Declare war on a promotion in our area. I swear that's a negative. That cannot possibly be beneficial to us. No possible way that is beneficial to us. Why have you done this to me, game? You hate me. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We get to tick off this one as well, at least. Qualify, being a top 25 most popular wrestler. 388. If I can find 388. There we go. 388. Please be nice to me. Random select the worker on our roster to become loyal to our company. That's always good to have. I like, yeah, if we can add loyalty to somebody who's a big name, that will benefit us a lot, I think. So that's good. We are happy with that. Anything else we can add? I don't think so. I think that is an impressively long list of things for us to now go deal with. And things that I have to do before filming the next bit of the show. Oh, Lord. Okay. I endeavor you guys all to take care. This should be interesting, and I've got a lot of work to do. But, well, I'm off doing the work. Let's run the intro and get into our first show. Okay, it is New Year's Ascension, our first show of 1984, and I may have forgot to press record before I went straight into the pre-show. My bad, guys. I even ran through the last card, and I forgot to do that as well. I've got to, record that. But that should be a-okay, I think. This should be, I think, a better show than it was last year, just because I think we've got our main event's pretty good, which, again, I'm not really going to tell you at this point. We're just going to run through it step by step as it goes. We have a 5v5 pre-show match, which I really expected the heels to win because star power, but nope. Randy Savage did Randy Savage things, and he pulled out the win with a 70 rating, by the way, which is crazy high for Randy Savage. Where has that been? Terry Funk 71, Santanigo 76, Rick Martella 60. People are in a weirdly good rating system right now, which is concerning. But that's fine. I think it should be fine. Al Snow, 42 is pretty good. Firefly Jr. here is the person we get to make start the episode, who is my younger brother and doesn't wear a mask because I couldn't be bugged finding a mask. Tully Blanchard, 47. Arn Anderson, 42. Arn Anderson's still in a terrible mood, which is why his performance has been pretty bad. But hey, overall, very good pre-show match. Probably better than most of the matches on the card today. So go into our next segment. 54 rating tag match, open up the show. Hey, we'll take it. Firefly 51, Aeroflash 52. Great ratings from the watchers, kind of continuing to happen now. And then defense of the tag team titles against the Heavenly Bodies, which aren't listed as a tag team because I'm a fool and forgot to list them after I re-signed them. But hey, that is fine. Again, very good from everyone involved right now. Just kind of what we want. And I think, the Watchers being tag team champions is going to be good for a little run, I think. So go to our next segment. Ooh, that's not good. Dang! Dean Malenko's injured right before I'm planning to try and give him a bit of a push. Dang! But he did submit Shane Douglas with a Texas Cloverleaf in a bit of a storytelling match. He got a 45 still, even with the injury. Jake Roberts 36, Shane Douglas 33. Not particularly great for either of them, but hey, Malenko Brothers doing good, by the fact that he's injured. And probably going to miss the tournament. That starts in 2 weeks. Oops. Yeah, this is why I'm a fool. It's fine. 84 to pick the show back up after the injury, as Roddy Piper comes down with Jesse Ventura holding his title. He talks about his future, and he wants this championship to be the most important one in the world. He wants it to feel important and have important challenges. And here's an idea. By the end of tonight, you will all find out who he's picked to become his new #1 contender. So he'll be back out tonight announcing who's going to be challenging for his belt. And one man who definitely wants to be challenging for his belt is the Hitman, who with a 77 manages to pull Scorpio to a passable match. This man is working miracles, I swear. But Bret Hart, in 10 minutes and 1 second, gets the sharpshooter submission over Scorpio. Scorpio's last match for the company, I think. Moving him out the door, he's not as needed anymore. And Bret Hart can put him away now. and kind of just move on from the Dark Watch. You then go to a 52 rated big brawl between the Wild Hunt and Stan Hansen versus the Sudden Impact and Rock and Roll Express. Good kind of starting off some storylines here. 71 for Stan Hansen's very good. The Barbarian getting a 31 as well. Haku a 41. Samu a 50, very good from him as well. Rock and Roll Express, 64 and 40, 46 and 48 respectively. 64 would be insane from them. But hey, Stan Hansen is back to his very, very best in a brawl. And so we hopefully can move into the main event more this year after he was a bit run down last year when we started to give him the push. Then we can go to our main event. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Did you have a bad performance? 31, okay, you did. Yeah. Rick Rude and Kurt Hennig, not even the best match of the night. That's depressing. Rick Rude defeats Kurt Hennig after interference from Roddy Piper. But Rick Rude is out beating Kurt Hennig 2 shows in a row and has won the title. 44 for him. Not great, expected better. 73 for Kurt Hennig, quite good. That's what we want out of Kurt Hennig. And I think Roddy Piper has made his decision because it's Roddy Piper costing Kurt Hennig. And at Winter Trials, it'll be Kurt Hennig versus Roddy Piper for the World Championship, lining up some top challenges for the top belt. 66 rated show isn't amazing, but as you can see, we have raised in 18 regions today, because in 18 regions covers, actually no, I'll get to it when I get to the popularity recap, but we have signed a new broadcast deal, is the big thing. And that hopefully should be a very helpful big broadcast deal for us. Anyone else who we should praise because they lost tonight? Ricky Morton. Robert Gibson, sure. Scene please, whatever. Injury review. Oh, 3 days, we're fine. Okay, cool. I thought that'd be way worse. Still making 35k on a show. Always good to see. And look, we've got coverage in Canada. We've got medium-sized coverage in every region. So hopefully that means every show is growing. And we will be medium-sized in no time. We have gained popularity in literally every region other than British Columbia for some reason. Because British Columbia is being weird. But we have gained across the board. We are supercharging our gain and growth, which is amazing to see. That was a great opening show of the episode, I think. I'm very happy with how that's gone. And it'll be followed up by our big episode. Well, not a big episode, but our big... I can't remember the name of it now. Just kind of annoying me. Elevation. That's what it is. I'll see you guys all at Elevation. Take care. Okay, welcome to Elevation. Solid card on tonight. We kick off our Final Stand Tag Tournament. On this show, we'll have the Watchers taking on the Malenko Brothers. And Ari and Merv taking on the Brain Busters. Under stipulation, I did not make clear for this tournament. The tag titles are on the line in every single match. The stakes never go down. I think it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this card, I think. I haven't put a pre-show match on. I don't have Roddy Piper and Jesse Ventura on the card, actually. And they will get annoyed at me if they're not. So how about, to pop a rating, let's just, before the show, go to that storyline. Roddy Piper insults Kurt Hennig. You can see all the behind the scenes stuff this time. 6 minutes saves. We actually quick add, which is fine. 6 minutes in the ring, cutting a promo, and you add Roddy Piper. You add Jesse Ventura, and Kurt Hennig is off screen. Auto name, done? Well, simple ways to solve all our problems. As we open up the show with Kurt Hennig, of Roddy Piper and Jesse Ventura in the pre-show, say, Roddy Piper insults Kurt Hennig. Calls him imperfect. Anyone who knows Kurt Hennig, that would be very, very insulting. Yeah, 82. That's fine. I think we're happy with that. Then a 50 rated show to kick off the actual show as Rick Rude defeats El Snow with the Rude Awakening in 12 minutes 30 seconds. Rick Rude making his first defense of the Great Lakes Championship. A segment rating of 50 is not bad. I think we'll take that most days. Yeah, Rick Rude, still okay for someone who's like really angry at me. Still doing okay. Can't cost him too much. That's bad. Tully Blanchard's getting stale. And that's just a bad match. Just a bad match. Arn Anderson is still annoyed. Tully Blanchard was off his game. And Ari's okay, but Merv is not. Well, they're eliminated and the Brainbusters move through, so that's fine. This is going to be a bad show, I reckon. 53. Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad. Bret Hart is pissed off and he wants his world title back. He dispatched of Scorpio last, and management will give him a match this week. So instead he's going to try a different approach. Open challenge next month at Winter Trials. Bret the Hitman Hart wants an opponent. Any opponent. He doesn't care who. But it's going to happen at Winter Trials later in this episode. Then have a 54 rated match. Much better, with the Watchers getting the winner of the Malenko brothers, retaining the tag team championships. Good storytelling. We're going to try and get more and more storytelling out of these guys, because making the Firefly good at psychology is important, I think. So, like, building that up over time with all these, storytelling matches is quite good. And again, Firefly doing well. Joe and Dean Malenko both putting on great performances in their own right. Malenko brothers looking like a great tag team already. 54 rating's not bad, but it should be topped by a 66 rating in our main event as Randy Savage and Atsushi Onita defeat the Heavenly Bodies with a flying elbow drop from Randy Savage. 73 from Randy Savage. I don't know what has happened recently, but he has gotten way, way better. Onita 54, Stan Lane 39, 46 from Tom Pritchard as well, very good from him. Generally might make me change some plans around, but I think I'm happy with where we're going, because Terry Funk comes down and he's a rate. Randy Savage is willing to tag team with a nobody like Atsushi Onita. And he's going to prove why that's such a bad idea when he pins Randy Savage in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3 at Winter Trials. Both these men really want to get back in that title picture. Probably Onita as well. And in order to do so, they know they've got to take on other big names. So that match will also be taking place at Winter Trials next month. 62 is not a good card, but wide selection angles does help the show at least. Oh, 62 is bad. That's fine. We addressed the locker room. I don't think anyone had a big loss tonight is the main thing. Dean and Joe Malenko doing well, and we'll give it to Rick Rude, because we want Rick Rude to try and be slightly more happy. It failed. Cool. 56.7 on the financial report is good. Popularity recap. Okay. Haven't got up as much as we did on the last show, because that was fairly insane. But still up to 10 in Alberta, 6 in Ontario, 16 in the Tri-State, 12 in New England, and 13 in Mid-Atlantic. Not bad in any region, I don't think. But Northwest being up to 30 is quite good to see as well, I think. I think we're happy with seeing that. This is in the Tri-State, good with that. I don't know. I think it is Northwest needs to be 35. We need to get to, 59 for the Southwest, to memory. I'll go check that now, actually, because that could be very, very beneficial to us. Okay, that's Mexican. Luchador. That's good. My favorite way of scouting, just finding these random profiles. Star quality 79. Not too bad. Also, actually, this thing I can probably update everyone on who's watching. 1, we did make a few releases. My apologies. We did release Chris Adams, Matt Bourne, Jim Neidhart. We don't care about any of them. Bob Backlund and the Fantastics as well. Once we can sign Ric Flair to a contract, we're going to release him as well because we noted him. And then Lanny Poffo, Ken Dunlop, Scorpio, and Barry Windham should be gone fairly soon. What is that? What did I say? Awesome show. Drew 5.7k fans is amazing as usual. 56k viewing as well. I mean, just very good all round. As per usual is getting, I think, right now. Bobby Fulton is the world champion IWF. He is one of our rejects. But he's good enough for them, I guess. What did I say? I did say I was going to go check something. Oh, yeah. The size we need to reach. Yeah, 59 and 35. So we are 6 away. Okay, yeah, we're not that far away from the Southwest. And we need 3 more in the Mid-South. Yeah, I think we are in position to get that done very, very quickly. Last day we can negotiate with Larry O'Day. Oh no, what a shame. Not negotiating with Larry O'Day. I'm so upset by not re-signing this dude who gives me no value. Yeah, I don't care. I feel like it might be fairly obvious I don't care. So Ari Ramirez off was banned on the 22nd of March. I mean, I just don't think I'm going to re-sign him anyway as well. He's done well for us, but I don't think he's done that well for us. But we do have the New South Wales show that I do off camera happening soon. I might just cut one of these shows. One of these shows. Because they're a pain to book. And I don't really care. It's kind of the big thing. Doesn't matter to me. But Winter Trials does, and that's on the 4th of Feb. So I'm going to see you there in just a sec. Take care. Okay, we've got a set stage for Winter Trials. Should be a pretty big and successful show, I think. I say this every time, and I regret it every single time. But last year, our main event was Bret Hart versus Jack Armstrong for the World Championship. And that was a big, successful match. I shouldn't mean, okay, it really wasn't that successful. But it was an okay match. It was really bad, actually, to memory. It didn't work. That's fine. Because instead, we've got the main event. We have got Kurt Hennig versus Roddy Piper. And that'd be a much better main event. Terry Funk, Arn Anderson did well. And Santanico, Bob Backlund was the best of the show. Bob Backlund, Matt Bourne, both were on the show last year. Not here anymore. But we have some bigger names. And 3 marquee singles matches of arguably our 6 biggest wrestlers in the company. All going face to face to see who's going to take it. Let's see how it goes. Did I click the button? There we go. There we go. Took a little while. 58 rating pre-show match. Not amazing, but Firefly Jr. had a 30. Sorry, that is truly hilarious. A 30 is very good for a debutant. 49 for the Firefly, doing well as well. Dean Malenko, 53. Cactus Jack, a 45. Yes, we have signed Cactus Jack, by the way, as well. I don't know if I clarified in the last bit. Cactus Jack is here now. Mick Foley, for those who don't know. And he is... I've got some big plans for him because I think he's very good. It's again 45 on debut again. For someone who is very much a brawler hardcore wrestler. Not bad. 53 for Dean Malenko is good as well. Aerofly 57. I think Firefly has to be off his game. No, just normal Firefly things. Not quite as good when it's not a storytelling match, but still nearly 50 is good. Santanico 76 carrying the match. 50 for Arn Anderson, 55 for Rick Rude. He is back to being happy and performing well. The win does go to the faces, into heels this time, when Santanico submits Firefly Jr. That makes logical sense. Very good from all of them. Going into our main show, opening up the show. 60 rated is very good for this match. The Rock and Roll Express defeat the Faces of Fear to move on in the tournament as Ricky Morton pins Haku with a double drop kick. 54 for the Barbarian, 57 for Ricky Morton. Good all around the board, I think. Tag Team Wrestling doing very well in this company right now, I think. Ignore last episode. Our next 71. I was expecting this to be... okay, sure, this is going to be better because the Bret Hart Stan Hansen has a bit of drama behind it. Because people not wanting to lose and personalities not clashing. Great. But Terry Funk was 70, Randy Savage was 68. Randy Savage has been so good until this match. First time he's dropped below 70 for a little while. Oh, okay, for 2 attempts. But a 71 is a banger. As Terry Funk defeats Randy Savage. Randy Savage defeats Terry Funk in a storytelling match. Amazing. For one of 3 big matches on the card. 55? Not bad either. I'll take a 55 as Sudden Impact defeat the Bushwhackers when Brad Armstrong pinned Butch Miller. Brad Armstrong, 61, killing it. He is doing so... He's into a stage where he is nearly at a main event level. Or at least an upper mid-card level. We can start chucking him into these roles. Because he just looks so good right now. 48 for Jim Brunzell isn't bad either. 42 for Butch Miller. Luke Williams. Fine. I don't think anything there is outrageously good or bad. Just fine. And then, 72 rated matches, a banger for this. Stan Hansen has defeated Bret Hart with a handful of tights. The Hitman cannot be happy. We have to do a lot to protect the Hitman. And this match could be even better, I reckon. But 67 for Stan Hansen, 72 for Bret Hart. Woo! Amazing match in these two. As it does lead us into our next big showcase. And our main event, 71, with a failure of career finish. Trey would have put it over the edge. As Roddy Piper submits Kurt Hennig with the sleeper. As they steal the show. And 71 is very, very good. Going to put the show already in contention to be one of our best shows of the year. And we have a lot more to give this year, I reckon. Roddy Piper being the best performer as well. Crowd rating is 60 again. Like, putting top stars with good wrestling against each other is just working, I think. 4th defense for Roddy Piper of the World Championship. And after the match, Roddy Piper just Ventura beat down Kurt Hennig again and again and again before the big return of Jack Armstrong. The Jungle Warrior is back and he clears the ring, helping to protect Kurt Hennig. Finish off only a 70 is a bit of a letdown, I reckon, because this show felt very, very good, and I reckon we've got a lot of popularity improvement. We've got 3 clear people who need to get some praise for putting people over tonight. 3 of our, really top guys who all put on amazing performances. Kurt Hennig was pleased, Bret Hart was pleased, Terry Funk seemed pleased, so that's fine. And 81K of profits. I want to know what caused that. I reckon it might be because the matches in the card. I reckon it might be we've got 3 such big matches that, of course, we got the big payoff. Ooh, that's a lot of growth. 54 in the Southwest, only 5 away, which means at minimum 5 months. So July is when we are going to see that hit over to medium. What's the other one? 33 for the Mid-South. That's a big one. Only 2 away from ticking off that. Again, we are doing the right things and we're doing them well right now. Very happy with how this show is going, how the show has gone. I have one more thing left for you this episode, and that is going to be the next episode of Elevation. The fallout of Roddy Piper and Jack Armstrong being back. Also shows some fallout between Bret Hart and Stan Hansen, I reckon. And the semi-finals of the Tag Team Final Stand Tournament. The tag titles up on the line between the Brainbusters and the Watchers. And again, Sudden Impact and Rock and Roll Express go one-on-one. And a match both of them excel at. I will see you there. Just one cut. Okay, we are back for the last show on the episode. It is the 24th ever Elevation show, and I'm feeling good about it. Not too many big matches, but we are setting up, I think, our 3 marquee matches happening at March of the Contenders at our next episode and next show. Also heading towards some other matches that will be taking place on that card as well. So let's get into it. I haven't done a pre-show match. I don't think we really need one right now. We've been doing good at getting everyone on the card. Bret Hart is making his way to the ring, and he's feeling pissed off after a big show and a big night where he did not come out on top. On his way, Randy Savage and Terry Funk, who have been brawling backstage throughout the pre-show, bump into Terry Funk and take him down accidentally. This responds with Terry Funk Bret Hart decking Terry Funk before Stan Hansen shows up and starts beating up Randy Savage and Bret Hart. And they keep brawling until the feed cuts. All four men, all in really heated rivalries, all ready after only one match. All gunning for that world title opportunity. Who's going to come out on top as we are, building to a Bret Hart and Randy Savage versus Stan Hansen and Terry Funk tag match at March of the Contenders. We then go to our opening contest on the show tonight, which is Ricky Morton pinning Jim Brunzell for double drop kick. As the Rock and Roll Express are back to being number one contenders for tag team titles, as they'll be in the main event of the Final Stand tournament, of the ending of the Final Stand tournament. 43 and 48 respectively is not bad, but not as good as Brad Armstrong's 50 and a 42 from Jim Brunzell. Still, good from every man involved, so we will take that. 50 rating tournament is not bad, as we go to a 57 rated match in a technical masterclass, as Dean Malenko has lost to Rick Rude via the Rude Awakening. Rick Rude at 46, not great from him. I expected a bit better from like a technical based match, but Dean Malenko did very well for 53, and Rick Rude has made his second defense of the Great Lakes Championship and is going to be feeling pretty good. 57 is what we want for these kind of matches, so we will take it. I'm happy with that. Then, in a Wild Brawl match, gets me on the card, Samu and Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack got a 38. Again, not bad for someone who's 18 and just like making his impact in the company slowly but surely. And Samu with a 49 is very good as well. I think both of them are improving pretty well at this rate, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Samu makes that win, and that is further progressing this storyline I've got cooking, and that should also get a bit of a big boost when we go to March of Contenders, and you'll see where the story's building up to. Then in our main event tonight, the Brainbusters have defeated the Watchers after Santanico interfered. The Brainbusters are your two-time FFW World Tag Team Champions. The Watchers did not get a long run with those belts. They have dropped them real fast to the Brainbusters, but they can blame it on Santanico, who is back and not happy, having lost his tag team titles to the Watchers at Crowning Glory. Aeroflash 52 on Anderson at 51, the Firefly 49, and Tully Blanchard at 43. I mean, all of them did really well there, actually. And a 55 feels pretty fitting for our tag team division and title matches at this point. And we will have the Brainbusters versus the Rock and Roll Express at March of Contenders for the tag team titles and the Final Stand tournament. Should be good. Then we go to our main event, which is 71 and very good. Jack Armstrong not good in a promo, but that's fine. All four men are in the ring, and they discuss the title match next month. Kurt says he's lucky to have a friend like Jack, and no matter what happens, one of the two greatest Great Lake champions of all time will be holding the gold, as they are both assured to make sure Roddy loses it. Roddy tells him it's already a 2v2 because he's got Jesse in his corner, and he knows that he's untouchable because they'll be at each other's throats in no time. Very good from Jack, Jesse, Roddy, and Kurt, really. Jack doesn't have the star power, but he was fine on the talking bits, I reckon. Though 57 is not good because the matches were not great on the show today. But hey, you can't always do that much about it. We have down episodes. It's a down episode because it's going to be building into an absolute banger at March of Contenders. Dress the locker room. Not many people are actually unhappy right now. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard are. So hopefully those two will be in a good mood. And then again, let's praise let's praise Cactus Jack on his debut. Scene please, scene please, scene please. That's fine. 71k in profit is amazing. And we didn't get in the Southwest because the show wasn't good enough. That's reasonable. I can't complain about that. But 34 in the Mid-South is good. We didn't get the Southwest up, so we need to keep making sure our shows are good enough. But I think that's fine. I don't think we can complain too much about it. We are feeling okay, I think, as we go towards the end of this episode. We have got a new Great Lakes champion, who was already meant to be the Great Lakes champion. We've got new tag team champions. And we'll be closing out the tournament next show at March of Contenders. On that card, Bret Hart and Randy Savage for Stan Hansen and Terry Funk, which will be a banger. We will have the Brain Busters versus the Rock and Roll Express, which will be a banger. We will also have Kurt Hennig, Jack Armstrong, and Roddy Piper for the world title in a triple threat match. And also, we will have Santanico and a partner of his choosing taking on the Watchers. It should be a very fun show. 57k tuned in online, which is all we could really ever want. And I think our storylines are doing well. If you take a look at our storylines, Crazy 8 Man is at the 68, not bad. Pushy Man so far, 71, not bad. Till Funk dies at 68, also not bad. The other ones aren't in the best spot just yet, but I'm sure they will be. Most storylines we've ever done by far. Haven't had any, I don't think we've had any like really big name events. Yeah, Winter Trials was our 5th best event of all time, which is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. And with CMLL now officially bankrupt, we don't have the most competition for greater shows of the year. But I would still like to make sure that we get it. And that means we've got to put on a better show than Winter Trials, which is definitely doable, I think. Okay, I will see you in the next episode for 4 more shows right as we start getting into Clash of the Elite and one of our favorite events of the year, if not probably our second favorite event of the year, which is the Battle Leagues. And those will all be coming in the not too distant future. So stay tuned. See you all in a bit. Firefly out.